I'll tell you a story before it tells itself.
What's up guys? So in today's video I am going to be going through 3 healthy meals. And when I say healthy, it's more the style of cooking and how you prepare your food that I'm talking about. So lean mince choices instead of the full fat mince, or chicken breast instead of skin on your chicken, grilling in the oven or baking compared to deep frying. So healthy for me is the style of preparing your food and then also the actual food itself. So the 3 meals that I'm going to take you through is, the first one is like a spin-on meatball spaghetti bolognese, but instead of using spaghetti I had rice left over, but you can opt for anything, veggies, beans, lentils, even salad and meatballs. The second one is my first plant-based meal from Woolworths. And then the third meal is for me a spin-on pizza, and I'll show you how I make my pizza. Don't laugh. I know some of you, especially men, will be like, Chanel, that's really not a pizza, but I enjoy it. So let's go. The first one that I'm going to show you is a lean mince meatball tomato, kind of like a spaghetti bolognese, but you don't need to use the spaghetti part, and you can substitute that with whatever you want. You can use spaghetti, you can use brown rice, you can use like zucchini noodles, anything like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the base. So I'm going to show you how I make my meatballs, and then I'm going to show you how I make the tomato kind of sauce. So here we go. The ingredients that I'm using for the meatballs is some rosemary, some coriander, some sage, and then some fresh onions. I really do find that the flavors coming from fresh, for me personally, I love it a lot more than if it was dried, but if you have dried, give it a try. And then I also do some chili because I like some spice. So I just cut up a red chili. I take about half of the seeds out, otherwise it's really very hot. So I just do half the seeds, and then I chop that up. And then I'm also going to put some mozzarella cheese. I cut that up into pieces and I mix it with the mince. And then just to show you my mince, not that it's interesting, it's just lean mince. And then I'll add all of these to the mince, mix it all together, and then roll them in balls and then put them in the fridge just so that they sit for a bit. And then while I'm doing the tomato sauce, then I will take them out so that they come to more of a room temperature. Okay, so you saw me, I did the meatballs, and yes, I wear gloves because I don't want chili on my hands and then it gets into places that it shouldn't get into, and then there's trouble and everyone suffers. So yeah, I wear gloves. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these in the fridge. I'm going to cover them so that they don't dry out, and then I'm going to leave them in the fridge for maybe an hour, and then we're going to start on the tomato base. Is it a base? sauce. It's a sauce, tomato sauce. Okay, so we have done the meatballs. I've taken them out of the fridge so that while I'm doing the tomato sauce, it can become room temperature, and then I'll fry these in some, well, not like deep fry, but fry them in some olive oil, and then we'll add it to the tomato sauce. So for the sauce, what we're going to do is we're going to use I'm using whole unpeeled cherry tomatoes, and then I'm going to chop up some onion, and then I'm going to add a green pepper. Okay, so I'm going to chop this quarter onion. I'm going to then, on medium heat, cook them until soft. Add the chilies, but bump up the heat, and then add the tomatoes. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add half the tin, once it's empty, half water. Then put that in, and then you let that simmer for about 45 minutes, and then you add the meatballs. Sorry, there's a fly. The second healthy dinner option that you can choose, and I've actually never done it. This is going to be my first time doing this option, but at the moment I'm feeling quite lazy and I'm tired. I just came back from doing legs. So I am going to try the Woolworths Food plant-powered protein smoked sausages. It's vegetarian with egg, high in protein, plant-based. It is per 40 gram serving, so that's about 2 sausages. Protein is 6.1, carbs is 1 gram, total fat is 6.5. So I'm going to cook these up and eat these for dinner, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the tomato relish mix that I make for my meatballs. I'm actually then going to have that with these sausages, and I have some rice that actually I made yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna eat that for dinner. Obviously, to make it healthier, not that rice isn't healthy, but if you want to not eat carbs for the night, you could easily, as I mentioned, do zucchini noodles. You can even do chickpeas, you can do beans, lentils, veggies, anything you really want. It really doesn't matter. You won't go wrong with veggies, lentils, beans, salads. Like I said, carbs aren't bad, so you can still have them with carbs. Everything in moderation, and obviously everything is about calories in versus calories out. Okay. So I'm going to show you my third healthy recipe for dinner if you are interested. So I am going to be making kind of like a healthy twist on pizza, and also I just felt like this tonight for some reason. I actually, to be honest, what happened was I saw Kayla, it seems, post on Instagram of this avocado tomato on toast, and I was just like, you know what, I could do with some avocado and tomato on toast. And then I got to the shops and I'm like, you know what, I have chicken, I should make it a bit, for me, a bit balanced. Have some chicken with tomato, avocado, some cheese, and instead of bread, like toast, because I can never finish the whole loaf of bread, have wraps. So what I'm gonna do is I got 6 brown tortillas. I'm not gonna have 6, I'm gonna have 2 tortillas. And I'm going to cut up some tomatoes. I got some baby plum tomatoes. Chop these up. And then I cooked some chicken. I cooked some chicken and I have them in pieces, some chicken breast. And I have them in pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shred that. I am going to then put the chicken, tomato, maybe some herbs, some basil or whatever spicing you want. And then I'm going to put some medium fat mozzarella on that. Now overall, like, it actually tastes like a cheat meal. It basically tastes like a pizza for me, but it is a lot healthier. I mean, you're using lean chicken breast, you're using like small amounts of carbs, and mozzarella is a very healthy fat to have. And then you're just having tomato, and it's really filling, so it's really and it's very quick. So you put the oven on maybe 120 or so, and then you just cook it until you like it. So I like to get my tortilla base quite crispy. I like crunch. So, but it's completely up to you. It's quick and easy, and I think if you have a family, everyone can get involved and like assemble their own little pizza. So here we go. Feedback on the plant-based sausage. It wasn't bad. For me, it wasn't bad, but I don't think it would be my first choice anymore. But I know Woolworths has 1 or 2 other styles of plant-based sausages, and I will never say never, so I will be trying maybe 1 or 2 of the other styles of plant-based sausages in my next meal. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up, comment down below anything else you want to see. I know on my Instagram, hit legs is the next thing that I need to do for you. And then don't forget to press the little bell notification, so whenever I do post a new video, you are able to know almost immediately. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Keep well.